Right, good day to all my wonderful online viewers. Just to remind you, if this is your first time of watching this YouTube channel and you have not subscribed, it won't cost you money. Just press the subscribe button, strike the bell also for notification of other videos, and other videos when they come on board you'll be able to see them. Thank you for viewing. Let's continue watching this video. Good afternoon, my wonderful online viewers. Today we'll continue the series of the video on qualitative analysis, or what is popularly called SWOT analysis. Let us move on. Now, under this we shall be discussing what we call flame test. What is flame test? Flame test is a process of heating using a Bunsen burner in a blue flame to test for the presence of a certain cation. And you can remember we have done a video on metallic ions that are called cations. You can as well watch that video on that. Now, with flame, sodium will give a golden yellow. Jam can ask you this question. Lead ion or lead 2 ion will give a pale blue when it is heated. Copper 2 ion will give a bluish green or a dark green coloration when it is heated. Barium ion will give yellowish green color. Calcium will give brick red color when heated. Please, you can pause the video to write it down. Now, reagents used in testing for cations. There are two major reagents used to identify cations, and these are sodium hydroxide solution, number 2, ammonia solution. Note, in using these reagents, you start by adding drop by drop until it is in excess. For this page and this presentation, any letter can be used under test. What I mean is letter A could be used, letter B could be used, letter K could be used, letter P could be used under test, because we are going to do test, observation, and inference. You should always get the inference from the observation. Now, when you look at the observation, the inference will naturally come to your mind. Observation are the characteristics that are likely to be present in the element mentioned as letter. The element, the compound could be K, could be P, could be mentioned as any letter. But when you look at the observation, you will be able to detect the cations that are present in such compound. Let's go on. Look at what I said earlier. Test, observation, and inference. K is used as a letter here, but it's a compound plus sodium hydroxide in drops. White gelatinous precipitate. If you see white gelatinous precipitate, when you just get a compound or a sample of a compound, you add sodium hydroxide in drop and you get white gelatinous precipitate, what should go your mind should be zinc ion is present, lead ion is present, aluminum ion is also present. And now, when you add sodium hydroxide in excess, you now have white precipitate dissolves. If the white precipitate dissolves, it could be zinc, it could be lead, it could be aluminum. Now, let me add something to this. That is why it is good to listen, not only try to read what is on the platform, on the the paper that I'm presenting to you now, but also to listen to what I'm saying. In this case, calcium can be present. But when you add sodium hydroxide in excess, calcium will become insoluble. Meanwhile, all these ions will be soluble in excess sodium hydroxide. Under the inference, there are three metallic ions, and their hydroxides are amphoteric. The hydroxides of the three metallic ions under the inference are amphoteric. So please put that on your mind and get it straight down into your heart. Now, what I was explaining earlier is what is here. Now, you take note here as we watch this in the next. As the day progresses, let the acquisition of knowledge as well progress. So in a nutshell, we are continuing a series of videos on qualitative analysis. Watch, and as you watch, invite your friends to watch. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, press the subscription button. Press the bell also. If you have any question, drop it at the comment side. I will always be glad to attend to all your questions. Let us move on. Now, in our last series, we discussed that under test, we can use any letter. You can decide to use letter A, you can use letter Z, you can use letter K, you can use any letter to represent it. But what is this letter representing? It's representing a compound that has been dissolved. It's representing some elements inside a compound, and those are the things we want to test today. So if I just give you a sample and say, test for me what are the elements in this sample, and I say the elements are chemical elements, so you could do some of these tests. P plus sodium hydroxide in drops. You have dirty white precipitate. As soon as you hear the word or you see dirty white, you are talking about calcium ion. And when you add it in excess, it's insoluble. If it is insoluble, it is calcium. Now, W plus sodium hydroxide in drop. If you have pale blue precipitate, just let your mind be going to copper, Cu2 plus. Now, in excess, precipitate is insoluble. We are still talking about copper. See the full page. If you use sodium hydroxide in drops with a compound, with a sample, now if you have dark green, it is ion 2. Dark green precipitate. Now if you now put it in excess and the precipitate turns brown, it is ion 2 that has changed or has oxidized to ion 3. Now take another example. B now is the element is the compound we are using to represent B. If you add sodium hydroxide plus any sample given to you and you have a reddish brown precipitate which is insoluble in excess, if it is reddish brown, we are talking about ion 3. C plus sodium hydroxide in drop and in excess. If it is brown or black precipitate, insoluble in excess, we are talking about silver. If you take a sample D plus sodium hydroxide and you heat it, and there is no precipitate or no visible reaction, if it is choking and irritating, the smell is choking or irritating, it turns red litmus blue, fills with a cup of concentrated HCl. You are talking about ammonia straight away. Now look at the characteristics. A sample plus sodium hydroxide in drop, no visible reaction. But when you apply heat, there is no precipitate, there is no visible reaction. But when you apply heat, you begin to perceive choking or irritating smell. And you now test it with litmus paper, it turns red litmus blue. And you now bring the cup of concentrated hydrochloric acid and is now forming a dense white film. you should know you are talking about ammonia. So please learn this, learn it again. I'm talking to you. Learn it again. One more time, learn this again. And subscribe if you have not done that. Happy viewing the next video.